Welcome to the 5-element series, Root to Rise. My name is Sydney and I will be guiding you through 5 different practices. Each practice is dedicated to an element: earth, water, fire, air, and ether. Enjoy your practices and let me know how it goes. Namaste. Our first practice is dedicated to the element earth. In the language of yoga, Sanskrit, Prithvi. So you can come to a cross-legged seat, Sukhasana, in the middle of your mat. So relax your shoulders, rooting down through the sits bones and sitting up nice and tall. When we first come to our mat, our body, our mind it's pretty alert. All the lights around us, all the objects are all these distractions. And each object almost a trigger, a pulsation in the body, an experience, a story in our mind. All these stories is all these pulsations in the body, pulsing and pulsing in our sympathetic nervous system. So as we arrive here in our practice, let's remove some of these distractions. First, doing that by simply closing your eyes, drawing back from that sight, one of the senses. As you close your eyes, soften the muscles around the face. Relax your jaw. Soften the cheekbones. And as we draw inward, we begin to calm or soften the pulses, soften the vibrations in the body. Really rooting down into your seat. Begin to notice the body, the bones that are weighing you down. Notice the density, the earth of the body. And notice this density of the bones with every exhale. Notice the breath come in. And exhale that grounding down, connecting to earth. And as you notice your breath, begin to guide it. Inhale, take a deeper breath in. And exhale, slowly let go of the breath. Inhale in. Exhale, rooting down. Adding a movement. Inhale, flow your arms to sky. Palms face down. Exhale, press down to earth with the breath. Inhale, arms float up. And exhale down. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Soften the shoulders. Exhale. One more like this. Inhale. And exhale. Reach the arms up through center. Inhale, come up. Open to the sides. Exhale, press it down. center. Exhale. 2 more. Place your hands down by your sides. Uncross the legs. Please place the feet hip distance in front of you. You can have your right leg nice and long or have it closer in and cross that left leg over in front of the knee, flexing at the foot. Take your hands behind you, spreading down into the fingers, pressing into the earth. Open your heart as you inhale, lift the gaze. And exhale, draw inward. 2 more. Inhale, open your heart, lengthen the spine. And exhale. Inhale, rise. And exhale, curl in. Having the option to stay right here or root down into the palms. To rise, exhale, lift those hips up. Keep the belly drawn in. Feel the rooting down into that right foot. The palms, and feel that rebound your energy back up. Soften those hips down, uncross the leg. Go to our other side, cross the right foot over, the foot is flexed. Palms connect back down to the earth. Open the heart, inhale. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Press into the palms, root to rise, lift those hips. Soften the hips back down. Uncross the leg, take your feet wide, your toes pointed out, and just lift yourself up to Malasana. Taking your right hand to heart, the left fingertips down to this earth. Lengthen the spine, pull those shoulders back, and just allow your eyes to close. When we connect to the earth, we are connecting to our roots that go back generations and generations. All the stories that go back through these generations and generations. And all these stories, all these roots that go back, they are all within us. The stories that came before us are within us now, and these stories bring us this density. Every story from every generation, dense in the body. Bringing the hand down from the heart, fold in, exhale, wide forward fold, toes are forward. You can keep your hands down or take your hands across to opposite elbows and hang really heavy. That crown of head reaching down to the earth. And as you hang here, it's like the mind is pouring out down into the earth. The stories pouring out down into the earth. Every exhale to let them go. Not just your stories that you hold on to, but all the stories from generations back and back. You can stay hanging out here here, we're begin to sway side to side. Feeling that movement in the body. Still hanging, still letting go. Coming back to center, release the hands down. Draw your belly in, have a slight bend at the knees. Keep bending the knees as you roll yourself on up, lengthen the spine. You can turn those heels in, maybe one by one. Take your hands to those inner thighs. Inhale, open the heart, pull the shoulders back. And exhale, soften that heart down. Crown of head reaches down to earth. Lengthen, inhale. And exhale. One more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen the spine, rise up. Exhale, pull the shoulders back, belly in. Inhale, open those arms all the way up to sky. Exhale, hands connect, thumbs to third eye. When we connect to our roots, we connect to that wisdom. Take a deep inhale in. Reach the arms back as you exhale, bow. Inhale, back to third eye. Exhale. Inhale, connecting inward. Exhale, let it wash over the body. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Keep the hands back. Roll yourself all the way up, still keeping the knees bent. And come more into that goddess legs. Inhale as you open those arms. Pressing the hands down, exhale right through center. Inhale. Exhale. One more, inhale. And exhale, pause here, hands down. Rooting down. Feeling that energy reverberate back up. Feeling the legs, the density, the bones. Inhale, hands up through center. And press it down, exhale. Out to the sides. Inhale up. Exhale. Two more, inhale. Exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Connect the palms together. Inhale, hands to third eye. Fold in, exhale, wide, forward fold. Maybe shake it out. Sway side to side. And let it go. Coming back to center. Ground down into the feet. Pressing into each toe. Lifting from the arch of the feet. Lengthen your spine. Inhale, halfway lift. Open the arms out wide. Leaning over to your right. Exhale, bring that left arm down. Bending into that right knee. Reaching the hips back. And as you go over to the left, turn out the left toes. Lengthen that right arm overhead. Extended side angle. Turn the toes back in. Inhale, back down. Exhale, side angle. Lengthen the right leg. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, back over to your right. Exhale, wide forward fold. To that second side, inhale, open the arms, halfway lift. Over to your left this time, exhale, sink it back. Spin the right toes. Open up that left arm. And bring it back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. And forward fold. Begin heel toe those feet back in. Toes are open. sink all the way down to your Malasana. Inhale, hands to heart center. And exhale, allow those eyes to close. Take a deep breath in as you inhale. Feel the crown of head reaching up. While exhale, the tailbone reaching down. Taking a seat back or finding your own way here. Bring the soles of feet together in your butterfly. Bound angle. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Heart bows down. Bowing towards the earth. Allow that third eye to hang heavy. To roll yourself back on up. Bring your knees together, over to the right. Just roll and flip over, press back to your child's pose. Lengthen those arms forward, spread the fingers, draw the belly in. Inhale, roll forward, bring the shoulders over wrists, tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lengthen the spine, draw the ribs in. Feel the rooting down into each fingertip, the knuckles, the thumb. Inhale as you come high on the toes. Exhale, push the hips back as you bend those knees. Inhale, ripple forward to your plank. Exhale, lower down onto the belly and forward, chaturanga. Inhale to your cobra. Lower it in. Exhale back to child's pose. Inhale, wave forward, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, come high on the toes. Exhale, bend the knees down to hover, press the hips back. Roll forward, inhale, plank. Keep going forward, exhale, chaturanga to belly. Inhale to cobra. Lower in. Exhale back to child's. Keep going, inhale, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, high on toes. Exhale, knees to hover, hips back. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra, heart forward, shoulders back, lower in, and exhale to child's. Hanging out here, untuck the toes. Each wheel around. In that plank down dog, child's pose, flow. Each wheel is a vibration in the body. A story in the body from the roots, all the stories that came before us. And each time we circle around that wheel, it's like we are connecting to that vibration. And every time we press back to child's, we exhale, let it go. Spinning back through the wheel, taking any variations, going slower, bringing the knees down. Inhale, everyone, you remember that wisdom. Everything that has come before you, you root, you connect to it, connect to earth, Prithvi, and you exhale, let it go. Back in child's, here we go, roll it forward, inhale. Down dog, exhale. High on toes, inhale. Bend knees, exhale, hips back. Wave it forward. Exhale, lower. Cobra, inhale. Exhale, down. And back. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Modified plank. Down dog. High on toes. Knees hover. Wave to plank. Lower to belly. Cobra rise. Down and back. Child's pose. Pause in here. Draw the belly in. Roll it back forward. Inhale those shoulders over wrists. Lower in. Exhale all the way to belly. One by one, reach your arms straight out in front of you. Those palms grounded down and connected. And exhale, connect the forehead, the third eye to earth. And as you lay here in I love my earth pose, notice what it feels like to be held up and to be supported by the earth. Feel that density in the bones and in the body. Gravity holding you down in place, exactly where you are supposed to be. And just breathe. Simply breathing into the earth, but also with the earth. If you're feeling grounded and comfortable, you can stay just as you are. Or one by one, take your arms down by your sides and place either side of face to earth. Still laying on this earth, feeling its support, how it's always here to hold you. As you inhale, feel your heart reach down into the earth. And as you exhale, feel the absorption. Feel that sinking down. Inhale, the heart opens. And exhale, that grounding down. Head to center. One by one, take those palms up beside the chest, beside the ribs, and hug the elbows in. Draw your belly in, inhale to cobra, and exhale back to your child's pose, Balasana. Keep rolling yourself back and up as you rise to that seated heroes. You're simply going to spin all the way around. Full circle. Or a half circle. Pull those shoulders back. Root down into the sits bones. Root down into the feet. Inhale, arms reach up to sky. And feel the sinking as you exhale, lower in. Down to the low back. The middle. The shoulders. And release it down. You can keep your knees bent, maybe feet wide, knees draw into center. Or extend the legs long for that final Shavasana shape. Yes, we were just resting on our bellies, but now on our backs. Taking a few last moments here. Again, feeling the earth holding you up and supporting you. Gravity down, holding you exactly where you are supposed to be. Keep the eyes closed. deeply breathe and just notice the breath. Forget the earth, to forget our roots and not tend to the soil is to forget ourselves. Rock your head from side to side, beginning to move, awaken the body. And when you feel ready, just roll to either side of your mat. Either side works. Taking one moment to pause on your side. Just to pause, just to be there as you are. That's it. Down into whichever palm, the arm on top, root into the earth to rise up to your cross-legged seat Sukhasana, and to close not the practice is ongoing, continuous Sarvada Sadhana, but to close this earth element practice together. Place that right hand on the heart and your left fingertips down on the earth. Lean into this earth and allow your eyes to close. Acknowledging yourself right now for being right here and grounded on this earth. And acknowledging deeper into these roots all that have come before you. All those generations and generations before you that are within you. Just acknowledging them. Coming back to yourself. Thanking yourself for showing up again and again. Continuous practice, Sarvada Sadhana. And thank yourself for connecting to earth, bringing those palms together. Anjali Mudra, right at that heart center. Thank you for joining me, for connecting here in this online practice. And I bow to you. Namaste.